ArsenalFanTV, how you doing? You're looking very tanned. Where you been?
Yeah, I've just come back from the Caribbean, Robbie, and
It's rough for some, innit? You know what I mean? Look at him.
And the funny thing is, wherever I go, everyone knows Robbie. Sitting in the hotel in the Caribbean, everyone watches ArsenalFanTV, everyone loves you. I went to Goodwood Festival yesterday. I went to get my wife a coffee, and the guy said, "You're that guy on ArsenalFanTV." Say hello to Robbie for me. So it's been nice. It's been a couple of weeks out of the country.
What do you make of it today? Was it a smash and grab? Do you reckon it was today?
Yeah, I do. I think the most important thing today, Robbie, was the 3 points. I think if you'd watched that first half hour, it was a very poor performance. And I was thinking our best midfielder last week was on the bench. And we had no aggression in midfield. And the person who could apply that aggression in midfield, Jack Wilshere, is now down at Bournemouth. And it was going to be a struggle, I thought, to get the result. And I think Santi was the one who drove us on in the second half. He made a very important interception in the box that saved them from getting through, and it's fitting that he got the winner. But I think the thing is, what Wenger's done over the last transfer window, he's addressed the spine of the team in defence and in midfield, but he hasn't addressed it up top. And I still think that although we've got leaders in there now, Mustafi will develop into a leader. I think that Granit Xhaka is an outstanding player with a fine passing range, and I think he's going to be. We missed him today. I still think that we need a guy up front who's going to score 20 league goals. No team apart from Man United in 2000.
How do you know?
Hold on, Robbie. Robin van Persie. I hate disagreeing with you because I get a bit of stick for it. No Arsenal striker since Van Persie has scored 20 league goals. That's the first point. Secondly, no team has. Only Man United in 2008 have won the Premier League with a player not scoring 20 league goals. Last year under Wenger was the second lowest return for Premier League goals in his 20-year tenure, so he had to go out and buy a striker. Now Perez, when I watched him today, obviously watching him closely, movement's okay, certainly got better as the game went on, but he is what he is. He's a £17 million player. You only get what you pay for. And unfortunately for us, Wenger couldn't get the Griezmann deal over the line. He should have gone early with Lacazette. I still think there was a chance late in the window that if Walcott wasn't on 140 grand a week, we could have offloaded Walcott to Liverpool in exchange for Sturridge, because Sturridge doesn't fit in with Klopp's plans at Liverpool. I think the problem's going to be is in Wenger's last season, the old problems remain. We're going to struggle to score goals. That second half, we got better.
I'm going to interject a bit, right?
Can I just finish?
How do you know that Lucas Perez will not score 20 goals?
Well,
off one game, based off of one game, how can you say that?
Well, obviously, I heard what you said earlier about Bergkamp and Henry, and obviously...
That is true about Bergkamp and Henry.
Yeah, but you have to say that he's 27, 28 years old. He's only had one season. Now, I think that today, I mean, he developed...
Jamie Vardy last season was 28, 29.
I didn't see him making the runs beyond that. I thought today that Southampton would sit deep and Ozil would have more space to thread Perez through, but they didn't. And if anything, we were struggling that first half. They played a diamond shape, and we were struggling to cope with Cedric and Tadic on the right-hand side. We were struggling to cope with them, and they were getting into good positions. Ox wasn't working hard enough down the left side. Walcott wasn't working hard enough down the right. It was only when Sanchez came on that we had a bit more penetration up top. I think...
You still ain't answered my question in a way.
Do I have to answer the question?
Yeah, because you don't know, do you? You can't, off of one game. Maybe you can come back to me after 10 games. After one game, you can't say that this guy, because Jamie Vardy last season, right? We could have said the same thing about him. Harry Kane, we could have said that about.
I don't think our style of play is going to get the best out of Perez. And he talked about Vardy. Vardy is a one-trick pony, right? He plays in a Leicester team that plays long balls over the top.
He scored 20 goals.
He scored 20 odd goals. Now, Arsenal were never going to change their style of play for Jamie Vardy, and that might have been one of the reasons why he didn't fancy coming, and also having to compete with Giroud. I don't think Perez, from what I saw today, has got the ability to find space. He's tenacious. He's got a good shot on him, but he gets more space in the Liga as the games go on. The defences are tighter over here. I don't think he's got the ability to get the space. It's only the world-class... If you look at Sergio Aguero, the way they their movement finds space in the box. They've got that outstanding ability. That's why you pay top dollar for these strikers. I don't think Perez has got that. He is what he is. He's a £17 million striker. He's going to rotate with Giroud. He's going to do a reasonable job. I just don't think that he's good enough. That's just my view. And I think that in the week when Eddie Howe has been linked with a move to Arsenal, I think the most better news that come out this week was that Diego Simeone could be in his last year at Atletico Madrid. Now, if Wenger does go at the end of this year, I think Simone will be the ideal manager for us to come in next year. And if he does come in, maybe then we'll get a striker who can get 30 goals. He might bring Griezmann with him. But I think it's going to be the same old Arsenal this year. We're going to be struggling to score goals. We got out of jail today. Let's say that it was a late Santi penalty that did it. The most important thing was the 3 points, but I'm still unconvinced about the striking position, Robbie.
I think he's a good player. I think he's got some good touches. Got that bit about Eduardo about him. I don't know the way he moves about. So he's got that. Whether he's going to be the player that will take us to that extra level, I'm not too sure. But
Mustafi,
good. He looked good. He's commanding the defenders around him.